And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 happiest countries in the world. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're breaking down the happiest countries in the world according to the 2018 installment of the annual United Nations World Happiness Report, which judges countries based on factors like health, freedom, income, and education. Number 10. Australia. Of course people in Australia are happy. It's basically summer all year round. Okay, that may play a part, but Australians are probably more excited by the fact that their country is incredibly large but sparsely populated, loaded with great civic programs, and filled with, for the most part, smiling faces that are more likely to say "G'day, mate" and invite you in for a pint than try to mug you. Sure, there are a lot of things that can kill you there, but there are also koalas, wombats, and kangaroos. That evens things out in our books. Number 9. Sweden. The first of multiple Nordic countries to crack our list, Sweden has been loitering on the United Nations World Happiness Report for years. The list ranks countries on a slew of factors, such as freedom, good governance, health, and income. So after that quick summary, you should be dying to visit Sweden. The country is loaded with a healthy mixture of bustling metropolises and scenic views, making it a tourist's dream location. Okay, it's a little pricey, but when healthcare and university are practically free, the scales tend to balance themselves out. Number 8. New Zealand. This may come as a surprise, but New Zealand is much more than just a stand-in for Middle Earth. In fact, the country has managed to score a spot on the World Happiness Report multiple times. Yes, it's a little isolated, but isn't that kind of a good thing? It's managed to keep the country away from many of the problems that have plagued other parts of the world for years, such as overcrowding and pollution. Tack on the fact that it's home to not just some of the most epic vistas known to man, but also an incredibly high average income, and you have one sweet place to live. Number 7. Canada. Obviously people are happy in Canada, that's where WatchMojo's head office is located. Okay, that's not the only cool thing the country has going for it. Healthcare is free, coffee is everywhere, and people are so darn polite they apologize to you whenever you do something to them. We'll admit it gets pretty cold in certain areas, but that's just another excuse to have a little fun in the snow, something Canadians love to do. National parks are all over the place, the quality of life is stupendous, and the average income is roughly $49,000. What's not to like? Number 6. The Netherlands. Cue the weed jokes. The Netherlands is much more than just a safe haven for marijuana smokers. The country has the 6th highest average income in the world, one of the lowest murder rates, and the highest rates of physical activity. That last one probably has a lot to do with the fact that riding bicycles is the go-to means of transportation. However, one thing that definitely puts a smile on the faces of the country's citizens day in and day out is the sheer beauty of the place. From scenic canals to rustic villages, the Netherlands is stacked when it comes to awesome things to look at. Number 5. Switzerland. The country came in at number 5 in 2018, but Switzerland has topped the list of the world's happiest countries before. And while it may have fallen a couple of spots, it is still an incredible place to call home. A stable economy, a plethora of free civic services, and an insanely high average income make Switzerland one of Europe's best countries. All that freedom is perfect for a place that's home to some of the most beautiful mountains on the planet. And boy, do the Swiss make the most of it. Paragliding and skiing all year long. Number 4. Iceland. Despite its fear-inducing name, Iceland is an exceptionally nice place to live. Much like New Zealand, it benefits from its isolation. But the fact that it's an island is not the only reason why it's one of the happiest countries on Earth. Iceland is home to universal healthcare, stunning views, and an average annual income of $73,000. Yep, you heard that correctly. Ever since it got slammed in the financial crash of 2008, the country has been doing incredibly well. It apparently, quote, brought the communities closer together, while also bringing in a ton of tourism. Too bad that didn't happen everywhere else. Number 3. Denmark. Nordic country alert. Denmark is consistently ranked among the happiest countries in the world. In fact, in 2017, it was the happiest. And while we'd love to say it's due to their numerous free public services, we think it has more to do with them being surrounded by other super happy countries. From the Netherlands and Finland to Sweden and Norway, Denmark is ensconced in happiness. But let's not give all the praise to its neighbors. The Nordic country is home to fantastic healthcare, low poverty rates, and a great sense of community among citizens. Basically, it's a utopia. Number 2. Norway. Yes, we are talking about another Nordic country. But don't worry, they totally deserve the praise. Norway does not charge its citizens tuition fees in order to receive a higher education, nor does it charge for healthcare. Both are free. It also boasts one of the world's lowest murder rates and one of the highest average incomes. That definitely comes in handy in a place overflowing with breathtaking mountains to climb and beautiful lakes to swim in. It should come as no surprise that Norway has stolen the top spot on the UN's list of the world's happiest countries before. Number 1. Finland. Yes, it's true. The Finns are the happiest people on the planet. Finland has been making it onto the World Happiness Report since its inception, and it probably has a lot to do with the fact that it's clean, safe, and full of friendly people. The latter is no doubt tied to the wickedly awesome statistic that there are only 5.5 million people living there and more than 3 million saunas. That's roughly half a sauna per person. Oh, and don't forget that there are no tuition fees in Finland, and that healthcare is 100% free. What's more, like many of the countries that made this list, immigrants to Finland are pretty much as happy as those born there. Feel like moving yet?